even if the border guard doesn't like you for whatever reason, it's within their right.
They ain't going back.
Without having to tell you.
They ain't going back. Forget about it. It's over.
Even if the border guard be like, I don't like your smile.
They ain't going back. 90 days, that's all they get.
I ain't like how you grinned at me. Nah, you not. That ain't you, though. That's not. Yo. Said, yeah.
They ain't doing it.
I mean, I hope y'all enjoyed y'all vacation. I mean... Y'all already know what it is, yo. The whole Johnny Somali crazy case, the whole debacle has been coming down to its climax. As y'all know, in a couple of days, as it's March 4th as we're recording this, his trial shall be set, and he will be there. I ain't gonna lie. Whether he still has a public defender, or lawyer, or he actually got a lawyer, it does not really matter. But before this case, obviously, and going on recently, apparently he was hacked, and heads were doxing him, trying to find out where he's at and all that. You know what I'm saying? You know how that be, bro. Especially with these type of bullets, nuisance IRL streamers, they always doxing each other. And John's looking crazy, and obviously before the trial it's getting even crazier. You know what I'm saying? Adding more stuff on to the litany of things he done, but also into the amount of just crazy actions he done got himself into. But y'all already know what it is. We of course got to get into it and yell about that boy, so let's do it. Y'all already know what it is, man. If there's smoke, there could be some fire. But if we talking about Ramsey Khalid Ismail, there's Andrew Esquire. You already know what it is. We got Andrew Esquire, Legal Mindset. We got Johnny Somali hacked and tracked before trial. You already know what it is. If you want to watch the original video, that boy be down in the description below. If your own opinion conjecture, let's do it.
So anyways, without further ado, I'm going to bring in my good friend, Dr. Alray. Doctor, welcome to the show. The doctor's been one who's been in contact with me since kind of the beginning of my coverage of Johnny Somali. He's one of the first people that reached out with some videos and some information on what Korean people were saying, kind of their perspectives. So if you'd like to let people know a little bit more about yourself, because of course I know you very well, but my audience may not know you very well. So if you could introduce yourself to my audience, that would be splendid.
Okay, I'm generally bad at self-introductions, so
aren't those required?
Yeah. Basically, I'm a language nerd. So I've been in Korea, it's 15 years now.
Ooh, wow.
So living here, I work here. People say I'm Korean now because pretty much my whole life is lived in Korean language and Korean culture. So yeah, that's pretty much me. I teach in a university, and I caught on to the whole Johnny story a bit later, I think, because I saw bits of what Japanese people had sent me, and I thought if he doesn't get arrested, something bad will happen. And then he got arrested in Japan, and then I thought, I thought something bad would happen to him when he went to Israel. I'm surprised he survived that, to be honest.
That's what I was
got
saying.
lucky. He got lucky with Israel.
Yeah, and then when he came to Korea, I thought in the beginning he was okay, and then I thought, something bad's gonna happen. So I started to follow him, and then sending details to the Korean cyber police quite early on. Yeah.
Right. So you were one of the first. You were actually pretty early on sending stuff into the cyber division, to the cyber police. So they were getting reports pretty early on about Johnny Somali from folks like yourself, which I think is very helpful in getting their broader attention, I think, on Johnny Somali. So, all right, I'm going to play this video. So there was a video that you actually shared with me, and I thought this was great. Once again, thank you. But what I wanted to show this video for was because it shows the Korean coverage and what they're paying attention to, and some things that they've picked up on that even perhaps we haven't.
Okay.
Yeah. So this YouTuber has been covering him quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. This is if y'all don't know, this is if you see this username, it's kind of blurry, but this is Hank's. You know what I'm saying? TikTok and all that. So obviously, Johnny, he can post on his Johns because he still got his YouTube. He posted that comeback video. That's stupid, John. Black sheep of the family. I already know how that goes. But yeah, Johnny can't really post on TikTok and all that because his TikToks get banned. So obviously, he can post through another source, which would be Hank in his case. His butt buddy. Y'all know they staying together. Who knows what they doing in the bed. Stop. But Y'all already know what it is. So yeah, that they posted this video on Hank John. They were basically praising, like, you know what I'm saying, China and all that, you know, the CCP, Chinese Communist Party and all that, Xi Jinping. And I'm like, yeah, these bulls are crazy, because you already know they talking crazy on the South Korean people. They have, Johnny got his own Johns, but Hank got his own demons, you know what I'm saying, where he was in the discourse saying that the most heinous stuff about South Korean people, and obviously him being South Korean is very hypocritical, like, this is your own people. But I know how that goes.
But this is once again gotten to a lot of Korean viewers, so it kind of shows how they're interpreting this and interpreting the information they're getting. Some of which is the same as what we have, and some of which is actually different.
Fortress or the
China
People's Republic of China.
One time, and we're gonna do it again. Shout out to the CCP. Shout out Xi Jinping.
Hell yeah, 중국 원수의.
Okay.
조니, 소말리는 현재 한국에서 출국 금지를 당하고 한국의 어딘가에서 몸을 숨겨 안전히 지내고 있습니다. 하지만 최근 그의 친구로 알려진 행크가 또다시 한국으로 들어오면서 그들이 한국을 점점 도발하기 시작했는데요. 그들은 곧 부산에 더 많은 그들의 갱들을 모아서 민폐짓거리를 할 예정.
They're planning to gather more of their gangs in Busan and take over the streets soon. Interesting. Because who do we know might be taking by, you know, might be taking a little pit stop out in Busan as well. You know, some other people in this realm. Some other people in this gang, this mafia. Yeah, we're talking about Ice Poseidon's Korea. They might have to, obviously, if you don't know what they're doing, 100-day challenge, and you can't stay past your visa, which is 3 months, 90 days. They might have to take a pit stop in South Korea town, that being potentially Busan. Johnny, cloud farmer, cloud money. He gonna try to do something. Yeah, no, this goes.
I'll stop there. This planning to gather more of their gang in Busan.
That's what Johnny Somali was claiming that he's going to do. So she's explaining basically that what he means by a gang is not what Koreans think a gang means.
Yeah. It's not like a street gang. It's just like his streaming idiots that are going to go to Busan because they want to confront Ice Poseidon and crew because they've shunned them. So because Ice Poseidon and crew have shunned them, they want to confront them. They want to start violence. There's specific comments, which I think I show later, where Johnny says, I want to confront ABZ. So he's planning to physically confront these people.
Man, ABC says sayonara, boy.
Yeah, ABC's gone. I ain't seen him.
ABZ says sayonara, boy. But nah, we really don't know the whereabouts on ABZ, but like we haven't seen him in none of the most recent Jones going on with Ice Poseidon, any of the clips, you know what I'm saying? I think they're on what? They gotta maybe be on day 58, 59 around now. So yeah, but we haven't, as far as we're concerned, we haven't seen him in none of the clips. So yeah, who knows where ABZ is at? But one of the people that Johnny mainly had beef with, what ABZ, because they had that whole conversation in the DMs.
To try to start a fight, to try to start an incident, so he gets more attention. And so, you know, people
Which is also a crime because it's incitement.
Right. He's trying to incite.
That's another crime.
Wow. You don't need no more.
Add it to the list, right? Add it to the list.
그때가 되기 전에 계속 영상을 올리며 한국을 도발하고 있습니다. 이번에는 이놈들이 중국을 찬양하는 방식으로 한국을 욕했는데요. 저번에는 일본을 가지고 한국을 모욕했고 그로 인해서 출국 금지를 당하자. 이젠 중국을 가지고 이러고 있는 것인데요. 내용은 정말 어이가 없는 내용.
And I guess to be clear, because they mentioned that they were banned for insulting Korea. It wasn't because they're insulting Korea alone. It was because they were committing crimes in addition to all those things, right?
The auto translate, it doesn't really give all the nuance. Yeah,
right.
It's really funny because her voice is so nice and polite, but she used a quite rude word when it said "these guys."
How would you explain the rude word? Like, was it like these? Like
it means guys. It means guys, but it's just like an impolite way of saying it. It's like a superior would talk down to.
Yeah, these idiots, these retards, these lobotomites. You know what I'm saying? These hollow skulls, these numbskulls. You know what I'm saying? What other Johns? I don't even know, bro. There's too many adjectives. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, like obviously, you know, these two bulls are stupid. We done made so many videos on these two. If you don't know by now that these idiots are dumb, I don't know what to tell you.
A child,
like an inferior person. Yeah.
Yo, what's up, mother? We're over here. We conquer the South Seoul Fortress or the People's Republic of China.
One time, and we're gonna do it again.
They just still look like AI.
Shout out to the CCP. Shout out Xi Jinping.
Hell yeah. 中国万岁. 中国万岁.
Yeah, this is the part that like that's not good Chinese at all whatsoever.
No. And the thing is too, the Chinese are not particularly very chuffed with this. Besides Koreans, the next largest population in this country are Chinese. They're even more sensitive about these issues than Koreans.
You would imagine.
So that's not a hole you want to dig yourself into.
So wait a second, doctor. Are you saying the Chinese are not going to accept Hank and Johnny with open arms?
No.
Yes, because the Chinese Communist Party is about to take in Hanky Poo? Yen and John. Bro, let me not even. Ramsey Khalid Ismail.
Bombocat!
Stop playing.
I'm sorry. It's never happening.
Look at all this land. You know, America and China should split this land in half. Right? Yes, sir. Hell yeah. 中国万岁. And I got a message for all these Korean
Yeah, brother. America's not about to just go over and take over South Korea. Like, I don't.
extras and needs who want to like pull their age on it.
여기서 행크가
Should I even I don't know. Should I even attempt to let you translate the attempts at them cursing?
Yo, the doctor, like.
It's people will understand that that's really bad Chinese swearing. So that's saying that in itself is going to be really annoying and disrespectful in the view of Chinese people in general. So,
but they trying to be friends with them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Them saying it is bad because it's
like because like we've been saying all the time, especially with Johnny Yasin over the time, like as he interact with people from foreign countries, like he'll try to heavily use their accents. Like it's more of like a mockery. It's like, yeah, y'all are trying to do this, John, where you're trying to associate with the, you know what I'm saying, Chinese Communist Party, CCP, y'all glazing Xi Jinping, but like Xi Jinping will be like, yeah, get him out of here. Get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? What they doing is a little cute. Get him gone. Yeah, I don't know why they're doing this.
You're just saying like this random swear word out in the open to anyone, not in your own fighting conversation. So it doesn't bring people to your side. Let's put it like that. Swearing in Asia, people swear, but it's usually within a very limited context, and they don't go out and just say things like that out in the open, which doesn't do them favors.
In the public sphere.
In public, it's considered very
rude,
very uncouth, very rude.
Got it. Let me continue here.
말한 중거 완수인은 중국 만세라는 뜻인데요. 또 이상한 헛잡소리하는 그들을 보니까 기가 찹니다. 그들은 자기들이 산속에 숨어서 저런 영상을 찍었기에 안전하다고 생각한 것인데요. 또한 예전만 해도
That's how you're laughing there. One of
the she's saying they're acting like tough guys in the middle of nowhere where no one can touch them.
Right, exactly.
And if y'all don't know that spot, that's the same spot that Johnny kept saying, "Oh yeah, man, we about to go ahead and take over the DMZ."
Yeah.
I'm like,
same area.
I'm like, yeah, go ahead.
I knew that tree was familiar in the background.
Yo, man, I ain't gonna lie, that park bench over there.
Yeah, that way he was trying to start that fire at.
I ain't gonna lie.
Them wet branches.
Is that where he was trying to escape to North Korea? Oh man, I ain't gonna lie. You know what? They can have it, bro. If they want to be tough guys in the middle of nowhere, bothering no one, finally not being nuisances to regular people trying to live their lives, good. Y'all gonna be idiots out there. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, y'all stay there. You know what I mean? We good with y'all over there.
What they've been doing for a while.
Oh man, Gino. I forgot about Gino.
또 도시 한가운데에서 영상을 찍던 소말리지만 이제는 그러기가 무서운지
True, it's true. They will not go in the middle of the city because they know they're gonna get mobbed if they go in the middle of Seoul.
They'll get beat up.
They're going into the literal nowhere. Somali walks around in a hoodie covering his face.
Yeah, of course he does.
He doesn't wear the hat. He hides it, and then he pulls it out for the video, and then gets ready again. You can even see Hank is wearing a hoodie there too.
사람이 하나도 없는 산속으로 들어가 영상을 찍은 쫄보 같은 모습입니다. 하지만 아무도 그들을 찾을 수 없을
They're like
것이라던
cowards,
생각과 다르게 그들은 지금 한국인들로부터 새로운 위협에 빠지게 되었는데요. 한국이 어떤 나라인가요? 신상털기에 미친 나라입니다. 특히 한국은 전 세계 최고 수준의
Okay. Let me
화이트 해킹 능력을 보유한 국가인데요. 이 영상을 보고 몇몇 한국의 익명 해커들이 움직이기 시작했다고 합니다. 여기서 문제는 바로
Here's where the hackers come in. They started moving on him. They started bum rushing him. They said, Johnny, you doing all these actions? Ah, real funny. Check your accounts though. I ain't gonna lie.
이들 뒤에 보인 이기와 담벼락에
So there's apparently there's a person here following them?
모습이 찍혔다는 것인데요.
They say you can see it clearly. I don't. Did you see it?
Can you replay that?
That's
again?
speculation.
Well,
There's-
yeah, I'm going to rewind
There's
this
nobody there.
hacker part. So apparently they're saying that hackers are tracking them, right? So I'm just going to
Yeah.
rewind this part here, right? Okay, here you go.
이 한국은 전 세계 최고 수준의 화이트 해킹 능력을 보유한 국가인데요. 이 영상을 보고 몇몇 한국의 익명 해커들이 움직이기 시작했다고 합니다. 여기서 문제는 바로 이들 뒤에 보인 이기와
There is nobody
담벼락의
there.
모습이 찍혔다는 것인데요.
No, there's somebody.
어느 한국의 해커는 이미 그들의 위치를 파악했지만 그들에게 뭘 해야 할지 모르겠다며
There's
그들의
somebody.
위치를 알고 싶은 한국인들에게는 그들의 위치를 직접 알려주겠다고 말하기도 했습니다. 한편
Okay.
조니는
So I'll stop there. Yeah.
So, you know, they're filming and there's a brick wall behind them.
Mm-hmm.
So the hackers were able to pinpoint based on the brick wall
Right, where
the
they
brick
at?
wall was,
Uh-huh.
and then
Oh.
triangulate that to whatever device they were using.
Oh, I'm thinking her saying like heads is like actually in frame. Somebody's
Oh.
here. I'm like, what?
No, yeah, they doing the
And then-
background.
Yeah, now I'm sure you could easily find this on Google Maps.
Find
Like,
out their exact location.
Holy shit! They used internet autism in order to pinpoint them.
what?
And oh god, wow, GeoGuessr. That's great.
How about
Sit
say
down.
playing
The,
GeoGuessr word?
Korean white hacking is
Dumb.
quite insane, and there's a lot of competitions. Like my university, in the other campus, they have like hacking tournaments for students. They'll make like a dummy computer with a dummy system basically that they have to hack into and have prizes and that kind of thing. So the white hacking, because white hacking is a way to get around unethical hacking, because it's kind of to find weaknesses in the system, that kind of thing. So these kind of people with their autistic skills were able to pin down based on a brick wall. Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, because
If I
that's
was
the whole
Tony, I
white
would
hat
be concerned.
versus. It's like white hat
Pizza
versus
box,
black hat.
brick
It's like
wall.
Yeah,
yes, it's
pizza
like
box.
the good side of
White
hacking
wall.
versus the.
I feel like it would be relatively difficult to find like this exact position, but I feel like you know in South Korea, you know what I'm saying, you go on the outskirts, you know what I'm saying, towards the border, if that's where apparently these were at in the videos. But this is obviously out in the middle of the woods, far away, but I doubt he's even closer with the border relatively. But like say you go around, you probably eventually, if you scroll around, could find this area. Now even if you do, it's like, you know what I'm saying, he might not be there at that same relative moment that you find it though. That's the only thing. But I guess with this hacker, shoot, he was. But you send peoples, they beat him up. Now it's like, what? That's what I'm saying. We really are at the point where we're just focusing on the legal aspects with Johnny. Like we already got him tooted up to Jesus like 4 or 5 times, you know what I'm saying? Like he done got beat up enough, bruh. You know what I'm saying? But he, like Legal Minds had already said, he not even trying to show his face for real. Because if he does, I mean,
it's over.
5, 6.
He ain't gonna be able to make it to court.
Shoot, for real.
Decided, for those that aren't familiar with the terms white hat and black hat. And then gray is like, is it morally ambiguous? But that said, that's very impressive. And yeah, I know there's people that can do that. I know they have the power, but the fact is that they've pissed off enough people that they now have people that could be doing other things, spending their time tracking Johnny and Hank. And now they can track them around, I guess, and find out where they are. I mean, that's pretty great. All right, let's continue.
아직도 정신을 못 차렸는지 제2 한국 전쟁을 시작하겠다는
This is actually from my stream here. This is where I showed this clip. And by the way, everybody is free to do the same thing this woman does and this channel does. I absolutely endorse and support people using clips on my channel or any information to make their own videos and get the word out there.
말을 팬들에게 알렸는데요. 그는 한국에서 있었던 첫 번째 일은 소말리의 제1차 한국 전쟁이고
Section of business,
이젠
right?
제2차 한국 전쟁을 시작하겠다고
So you got
알렸습니다.
first charge.
Right? That's Hank's words, not mine. Hank said that. So, yeah, he's officially praising the
watching himself.
CCP, attacking South Korea, pretty much slandering South Korea.
Reacception.
Says, I low-key need that. It's going to be Korean War Part 2 when he goes live. So he is planning to at some point come back and go live. Just not yet. Just not yet. This was before we saw some of his videos. So we saw like this comment, and then literally within a couple hours he posted those weird photos with Hank, those TikToks where he's in Hank's room and it's clear he's in Hank's room. So he's been making content now. He hasn't gone live in the sense that he hasn't turned on his own stream, hit live and open it up
like stream from an account that he would own himself
for live streaming. But what he's done is he's made these TikToks and other videos which don't really have live comments or anything else enabled. So he hasn't yet gone live, but he has made content. Anticipating, he knows that when he comes back, it's going to be a problem, that there's going to be issues. He also knows that there's going to be beef with other streamers. And in fact, he's trying to start beef with other streamers. It's kind of part of his gig. So here's the one I told you about, where he kind of confirms that at least one other streamer, ABZ, is going to come to Korea. I really can't wait. And since, by the way, this was earlier, and I've since confirmed with multiple sources that the intent was for that whole group to come to Korea.
Okay.
They were planning, their whole theme was 100 days in Japan. Well, anybody who knows anything about a tourist visa knows that you cannot stay in Japan for 100 days. That's impossible. You must leave and come back, and that'll allow you to renew your visa, your tourist visa, for another 90 days. So you can get 180 days kind of back to back, theoretically. Now, the funny thing is,
so if you were to do that, it'd be like, you know what I'm saying, 90 break day, 90 break day, and then, you keep going so far, so far. But you have to, like, once that 90 days up, hey, you got bounce.
Yeah. We gonna bounce on 88.
We gonna see you in like a day, you know what I'm saying, when you come back. But for right now, you gotta bounce. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, what are they gonna do for day? Well, I mean, you think they were trying to go pre, like in it? You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, like Legal Mindset was saying, like they were trying to get on the ferry and all that, but you only have like a 90-day John. Yeah. Do you think it's like? Do you think it's where, like, let's say I go for not exactly like my whole 90 days, right? So I go for like, say, a month and a half. Do you think like from there it restarts and I can go from 90 from there, or do you think
like it resets?
So okay, so like say I go in for like a month, and then I leave, and then I go for 3 months, and then I leave, and then what I'm saying?
Because remember we did that video on that teacher, I think he was a teacher, a fake teacher, remember? And he's going, teaching, leaving, come back, teaching, So
okay, so that would make sense. Okay, word.
This crew, once they leave, based on the reports they have so far, there is nothing preventing immigration from denying them all. And actually, there's been recent cases. In fact, I was watching one of it was a UK activist, and they were actually denied entry to the US on a tourist visa, right? So presumptively, they should have been allowed in the US. The US just said no. And people get mad about it, but I'm like, that's our right as a country. We do not have to admit any particular.
So potentially, ICE and them could be denied entry to the country.
We can just say no. So Japan could just turn around and say, yeah, we're not giving you another 90 days. Maybe try again.
Tell them they can't come back.
Like you've said in previous.
So then
they could leave.
Okay, so that's interesting now, because let's say I don't think so. I think me personally seeing from this and like seeing from all these different things, especially the consequences that Johnny got from being in Japan, say the 4-month solitary confinement, like they don't be playing, but at the same time y'all see how lenient they are towards foreigners. Like it really just depends. But like even if they're just not allowed entry, like let's say they go on the ferry, whatever, after the 90, they try to come back and they just can't. Like they just don't get allowed back in there.
No,
like
the trip, gonna say no.
Like the trip is just done.
I think they're gonna say no.
Like so the trip, just you not getting them extra 10. Like it was done.
To 100.
That's what I'm saying.
They're gonna say no.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking in my head too. like y'all done did so much stuff and y'all already in the country doing all this, but once y'all get out, now y'all gotta come through customs and all that again, and we know y'all faces. We already know what it is. Y'all done. Y'all not coming back no more.
90 days in Japan.
Y'all on Johnny timeout 5 years. I'm gonna see you later. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see you half a decade, boss. It was fun. You know what I'm saying? But like, never.
Videos. Just because you have a passport doesn't mean that you have the right to be in another country. That's completely at the discretion. Even if the border guard doesn't like you for whatever reason, it's within their right.
They ain't going back.
Without having to tell you.
They ain't going back. Forget about it. It's over.
Even if the border guard be like, I don't like your smile.
They ain't going back. 90 days, that's all they get.
I ain't like how you grinned at me. Nah, you not. That ain't you though. That's not. Yo, said
they ain't doing it.
I mean, I hope y'all enjoyed y'all vacation. I mean, cause y'all ain't coming back here again. Y'all better try Bora Bora or something. I don't know. Y'all better like yo, nah. This is well, this is great for obviously Japan and all these other countries, but you know what I'm saying? For them, it's just sad that it got to this point where countries are full out banning our entry. Depressing.
Why? That they don't let you into the country.
I mean, a passport pretty much just allows you to leave your own country if you think about it.
It's an identity document. That's all it does. It says who you are.
Where you from?
The little funny script on the inside, let the bearer pass, that's all just fluff to make it look nice. But it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
So it's not your right to be anywhere in another country.
Let's continue. Meet ABZ, who's another streamer. This is another nuisance streamer in Korea. So he's already planning to, apparently, he knows that this guy is going to come to Korea, or he's heard this guy is going to come to Korea, and he's planning to confront him for "quote unquote" the content, which is kind of verified by these text messages he has with ABZ.
이놈을 진짜 어떻게 해야 할까요? 한편 한국의 커뮤니티에서는
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, yo. Shout out
I'm sorry.
I'm
Andrew.
already knowing.
Andrew got the same look. I'm sorry, I was throwing off.
You already gonna know we successful when we're reacting to our own Jones. I'm gonna be referring our own videos back to, for information. I'm like, oh yeah, y'all remember this one vid that we really dropped? And then like, yeah, I've already done that. I remember on the live, has like, yo, what's your most viewed vid? I'm like, yo, what you mean? Y'all ain't see the flood of Johnny Somali videos. I'm like, bro, what you ain't see this video right here dragging on the screen?
Yeah, oh my god.
I'm like, bro, nah, bro. But yo, shout out Legalizer. This is so funny.
들 제2차 소말리의 전쟁을 환영하고 있다는 소식도 들려옵니다. 반응들은 오히려 좋다. 황금 고블린 2차 이벤트 시작인가? 같은 반응들이 있었습니다. 다만 여러분, 소말리는 현재 유튜브
Is that translation Cash Goblin? Is that accurate?
Yeah, so she's saying some people are like, okay, come try your luck. Basically, we'll sort you out. If you want to start the second war, then we'll win the war. Basically, So, if people are saying that, that's another reason to don't come to Korea.
He better go somewhere under a rock. Just talk about.
Orega Somali.
Basically.
Orega.
We know where you at underneath that rock.
Go back to wherever you're from and just go flip burgers. I probably don't have.
Put the fries in a bag, little bro.
He gonna get hurt when he come back here.
Yep. I don't think I said this before. I don't think he can get a proper job. I think he would be fired from any job that he came. People would report him to people would be calling his management. I mean, I don't think he can go anywhere really with his level of notoriety. And his real name is out there.
They calling up any job or workplace you go to. They calling that boy up immediately. Yo, did y'all hire a man named Ramsey Khalid Ismail? Yes, he's from where? Oh, he's not even a real resident. Oh, I see. Have y'all seen the numerous amount of things he's done? Matter of fact, let me show you this video of him visiting y'all very prized comfort women statues. I'm sure y'all would love to see this. I'm sure this is information y'all need to see. Like, bro, they never hire him.
Khalid Ismail. So people now know widely about who this guy is.
를 창출할 수가 없습니다. 커뮤니티 가이드라인을 넘었기 때문이죠. 그 때문에 현재 소말리는 자신이 속한 갱의 멤버들을 불러와 잠깐만요. 이들은 자기 자신을 갱이라고 부르지만 사실 갱은 아니고 그냥 방송인 친구들 모임
They're
같은
just a gathering of dumb streamers.
The CX Mafia.
If you say gang in Korean, it's not talking about like a street gang. It's more the idea is like a mafia type thing, like an organized a bit. Yeah, there's different
like Al Capone organized crime type of John instead of like, you know, gang is just like, oh yeah man, what set you rap? You know what I mean?
words we use, but like gang is like a more organized, you know, guys in suits kind of criminal organization.
갱 아니에요. 아무튼 이들의 친구들을 부산으로 모아 제2차 한국 방송 전쟁을 시작할 계획이라고 합니다.
Hello.
This is the one that was shot in Hank's room. A lot of people said this isn't the Chinese flag. This is the Chinese PLA flag. So they weren't familiar with the PLA flag.
And the creases are even the same. If you're gonna try and make a different background, at least try to make the creases in your flag a bit different.
Or the window, or the mirror, or the poster.
Not the same.
That's what I'm saying. Do you even think they were trying to show that they were in different locations? I don't think so. That's what I'm saying. Like,
everybody knows they're together.
Exactly.
They were just in the woods.
Even when Hank was saying on the K-Town guys, John, like that Johnny wasn't with him, I'm sure he probably wasn't. But like in the end, like bro, they the only two people they each other got. Again, if you don't know, one of the only main reasons are like, I won't even say only. The main speculative reason on why Hank even wants Johnny around is because Hank got his own demons, his own cases he got to deal with, and he needs Johnny as a witness in one of his own cases. Now, it's very clear why Johnny needs Hank, because he's literally trapped in the cell that is South Korea because of all the Johnny did, and he can't leave, and he has no way to get any resources, get any money. Only Johnny go through is Hank. So that's what I'm saying. They're literally together only for like basically to use each other, and now they're farming each other doing this stupid junk. But yeah, I don't think they're trying to prove that they're in different spots though. Like I don't even think they care at this point, bruh.
The same frame of the poster that he's got over here in this little kind of setup on the left hand side. That's also the same as Hank's video. Like clearly, exactly the same.
Of Japan and the people of the world, I want to make this message because I've been gone for a long time. Let me introduce myself if you don't know me already. I am Johnny Somali.
We don't care.
I am part of the criminal.
I'll stop it here. His name is
Ramsey Khalid
Ismail. You always have to point it out. Ramsey Khalid Ismail.
Since live streamer gang called CX. I am a high-ranking member in the black sheep of the family.
And the black sheep of the family.
The high-ranking member.
A high-ranking member in the black sheep of the family. For the clown! For the buddy!
We are ran by our top leader, Ice Poseidon. He's the leader of CX.
That's the Godfather! That's him. I still don't know what Miz has to do with this.
And Miskiff, the leader of OTK. We are part
OTK
of a
is done.
Streaming international criminal mafia of nuisance streamers that have came to Japan to bring you freedom, to bring you American values. You weak will never stop us. You will never stop CX. You will never stop Johnny Somali.
Yo, look at the doctor. He's like, yo.
The doc's face like.
He's like, yo, who's this moron? Like, yo, who's this actual idiot on my screen?
Never stop Ice Poseidon, Paul Danino, who was my mentor, my teacher, my leader.
It's trying to once again get that association so that he and also like people know his name, but saying his name and then trying to put that out there so that Japan punishes him.
If it was not for Ice Poseidon, I would have never came to Japan. And if you try to arrest Ice Poseidon, if you try to stop Paul Danino or any of our group, if you try to stop ABZ Abdullah, the terrorist, the one that paid for all of our deals, if you try to stop ABZ
Abdullah, yo, the doc is like, yo, I can't look at the doc. Yo, it's so funny. Soon. He's like, yo, what the?
He cannot go back to Japan.
He can't go back.
A hard ban for any crime. Any crime, you're getting a 5-year, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but 5 years is also just, it's the number 5 year, but they can indefinitely just keep renewing it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't ever have to
say no.
Even when
he
it
ain't
runs
going
out.
back.
I don't know if people don't understand this.
And that's what I'm saying. He showed patterns of behavior and all that type of jazz. So even if it is like, 5 years, why after 5 years, when you know his pattern of behavior and his track history, would you just let him back? Like, no, you're just not coming back ever. like you're done.
Deny him, so
it's the same for
you're done. You go hold
China.
this time out.
You get banned for 5 years. It's not really 5 years. It's pretty much just a ban.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Unless there's some crazy situation where like your relative is dying here.
Nah,
and
he
you
ain't
have
going.
to come to help them, or there's a funeral or something like that. There might be.
They probably not even letting him go to the funeral. I doubt it.
But otherwise,
how we know he not bringing TTSs to the funeral?
To let you in after the 5 years.
Yep, they don't have to. They can look at it and say, yeah, no, we're not letting you in. like we know who you are. Oh,
Yeah,
we're well
exactly.
aware. We have a special file. We have little notes here. In the
Matter of
immigration
fact, you'll
file
see a picture up
that's
there?
digitized and say, yeah, you're a nuisance streamer and you've caused nothing but problems here. Yeah, we're not letting you in.
Yep.
And with
that'd be totally
these
justifiable.
people used to be able to get away with this when systems were not digitized, but even Japan, which is very analog, has moved a lot to digital systems. So even the places that were analog are becoming digital. Even here in Thailand, they're digitizing a lot of stuff. So,
Right.
People slipping through the cracks is not going to happen as much, particularly with people who are problems abroad, which is why people should. I encourage people to behave when they're abroad.
Yeah.
Once again, if you
Likewise.
inadvertently and
Why not?
accidentally
To
break an
behave.
obscure law, that's probably not going to end you getting up in major serious trouble where you're banned forever. But if you are out there intentionally doing things to cause a scene, to cause pressure, and many of which can be illegal or questionably illegal, that's a different story, and that's what we have here. A lot of people try to say, well, Andrew, have you never broken a law in your life? No, of course I have, right? I've been caught speeding, etc., right? But there's a difference between exactly. Yeah, I know. I know, it's horrible. It's horrible.
Oh my
right?
God, not driving like a pedestrian like me?
It's absolutely horrible. I'm a horrible human being. Right? There's a difference between doing things, number one, in your home country, right, where you're aware of the laws or you're aware of like risk reward. And if I
let me further clarify. You're aware of the laws. You're aware that if you try any of these IRL nuisance action in America world, that they will jump you, most definitely. Like, they definitely swinging on you. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you put a camera in somebody's face, crash out is immediately coming. You know what I'm saying? Anything else? He can't go back home. Definitely can't go back to his home address. They waiting there for him still to this day.
Waiting.
You know what I'm saying? I'm praying. Hopefully somebody mowed the grass, but it don't matter. There's probably too many people in the lawn. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. But we already know that for freaking Johnny over here. So.
Speed, am I going to get caught for doing 5 miles an hour over? Is that the acceptable limit? Versus, hey, I'm going to, yell at somebody, threaten them, right? Maybe say that my friends are going to hurt them. I've got a text message, which I'm
Say I'm gonna go get people to rape people, you know.
I'm not even gonna bring up today because I thought about it and I want to censor it. But Johnny has repeatedly threatened people with violence and threatened to use himself and his fans to execute violence against others, which is generally not okay in any country.
No, I would say not. Yes.
Yeah.
Most countries have incitement laws for reasons such as that.
They'll never stop you, Sama, Showtime, and all these. We will destroy Japan, and I promise you, if you arrest any of them, if you stop any of them, if you attack any of them, I will come back to Japan and I will bring back vengeance.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead and hate on my light work.
Run your country.
Nah. Go ahead and hate on my light work.
No, I ain't saying that because the doc about to say
it.
He literally can't do any of this. Yeah, this is a completely empty threat. Like there's no teeth to this.
I mean, saying that makes him look bad because everybody knows he can't go there. I don't understand what the.
It's been known. He not only is he banned from Japan, he can't even leave Korea yet.
Exactly.
So how he
literally
can go
precisely
there is just insane.
Chat and make sure. You take out Ms. Kip. This is the leader of OTK. This is the top general. These are the two top leaders. This is the CX vice president and the president right here. You need to get Ms. Kip and you need to get Paul Denino ice beside him. With the CX in chat. I love you, Paul Denino. You're my mentor, my leader, everything. Sayonara.
부산. 한바탕 태풍이 불 것으로 예상되는데 왜 하필 부산으로 정한 것인지는 모르겠지만 현재 소말리의 친구들이 전부 일본에서 민폐짓거리를 하고 있고 부산으로 가는 비행기가 인천으로 가는 비행기보다 값이 더 싸기 때문에 비용을 절약하기.
I don't know what you're saying there, but I would speculate because the translation blinked out. But I would speculate, just in my personal opinion, that it's because they're going to take the ferry there because they were trying to take ferries. Now, whether or not they're going to be able to do that, especially after the video we show after this, whether or not they're actually going to be able to ferry is up in the air.
He probably okay. So when we watched, I think we watched 15 minutes shame cover when Ice and all them was getting kicked off the ferry, off the boat.
Okay.
So if Andrea covered his John and he posted, then obviously, we'll watch the, same cover of him because we'll see if there's any potential crimes he can get. But like, or any potential crimes, you know, say they could have potentially committed with the John. So, you know, we'll check that out. But yeah, like that's what I'm saying. I'm just very curious on how they're even gonna be able to get to Busan because like they're getting kicked off of everything. ISIS group, like they're getting kicked out of everywhere and everything they go to and or get into. Like they're just always getting booted out. Somebody's calling it the John doxing them, you know, saying not swatting them, but like calling up the spots, getting them kicked out. Like I don't even see how they're gonna get out of Japan.
Here, because I think the goal for them was to be streaming 24/7, so they were going to try to be streaming the entire time.
Well,
and not
she was saying that it might be because the Busan has a long kind of history with Japan, so there's a lot of travel and trade between Busan and Japan. So airplane tickets are quite a lot cheaper from Busan. So she was saying they might be going there because basically the tickets are cheaper to get there. Yeah, it's one of the few cities that's directly connected, as you said, with the ferry as well. I wanted to go on the ferry, and then it's like I have to go to Busan and then go to Japan. So I just end up flying.
See, it tends to be a little quicker. I think, you know, my friend Josh took it from Osaka, and he says it's a nice experience, but obviously it's not the fastest way to get there.
No,
by far. People in the chat are saying Miskith is a nuisance streamer who's just entering Japan. Look, I'm not trying to call anybody out specifically, etc. I'm just trying to say this is what Johnny was trying to do. Obviously, he's mad because he's kicked out, right? And then people are saying he's not even in Japan anymore. Remind you, Johnny made this video, like 2 weeks ago now, maybe 3 weeks ago now. So obviously, I think he was there and then he did leave. And a lot of the streamers have since left. DBR 666 left. Think Sam Pepper left.
He was about to go to
World
jail.
of T-shirts left. So a lot of the streamers that were there and caused problems ended up taking off.
I ain't gonna lie, man. What it is, if you guys want to watch the original video of that boy, be down in the description below. Your own opinions and conjecture. The boss, final piece of conjecture. Tell me, what are we thinking about Johnny, especially 3 days before his court date supposed to pop up?
I can't wait. I got nothing to say. I can't wait. Let's go.
I ain't
Everybody
gonna
get their popcorn ready. Whatever it is you snack on.
It will for surely be, you know, interesting to see how this even results. You know what I'm saying? People are now tracking him, doxing him, you know what I'm saying? Putting out his location basically at every moment. They know they're with Hank, so maybe Hank's location or his hotel or not hotel, his apartment or whatever, might get doxed. Not saying that I wanted to, but if this is the case and people are trying to like go through photos and photo scan where they at and all this, you never know what might happen. But this is the type of John that happens when you put yourself in a position that Johnny Somali and Hank have put themselves in, doing all this stupid crap and being nuisance IRL streamers as a whole. And yep, this is the result. So yeah, hopefully the next thing we hear is, you know what I'm saying, about his trial, about his court day and all that. And of course, we're going to see you guys when that happens. Again, shout out Legal Mindset. And yo, like this video up if you enjoyed. Me and the boss would very much appreciate that. You already know what it is. 5K up, 5K down, because 5K is round the way, baby.
Ooh, my shirt.
Tough. You already know what it is. Y'all see the boss video. Y'all already know what it is. Turn on that post notification bell so every time the boss posts, Trilly posts on this page right here, MNT, Mom and Trill, that boy's gonna be straight up on your feed. Gangsta, boss. Last but not least, tell them what they gotta do on every video.
Watch from the beginning to the end. See, if you got to this to say watch from the beginning. Ooh, that's my alarm. If you watch this, you got to the end. Thank you. Go watch it again. Or go watch some other videos.
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all already know what it is, gang. No cap. But yo, other than that, we gonna catch on when we cover the next thing on this specific bozo. Peace.